One day, an elderly doctor told me something that caught me off guard. He said, "Baking soda may look ordinary, but if you knew the ways I've used it, you'd be shocked by the results." At first, I was skeptical. I mean, it's just baking soda, right? But after doing some research and trying a few of his tips myself, I realized he was absolutely right. So today, I want to share with you 10 powerful ways seniors over 60 can use baking soda for everyday health problems. And we're not talking about cleaning sinks or deodorizing the fridge. We're talking about easing heartburn, soothing itchy skin, whitening teeth, even calming sore feet at the end of a long day. Let's begin. First up, let's talk about something almost everyone has experienced: heartburn or acid indigestion. If you love a big dinner of spaghetti or lasagna, you might sometimes get that burning feeling under your breastbone afterward. Well, here's a trick. Baking soda is actually a natural antacid. The science behind it is simple. Baking soda, or sodium bicarbonate, is alkaline, so when you mix a little into water, it neutralizes excess stomach acid. It works much like an over-the-counter Tums tablet. To try it, just stir about 1/4 to half a teaspoon of baking soda into a full glass of water. Make sure it dissolves completely, then sip it slowly. Many people find that within a few minutes, the burning in the chest starts to ease. It can also help if you feel bloated or overly full after a meal. Remember that this is for occasional use, not an everyday habit. If you have heartburn often, be sure to check with your doctor. But for a one-off episode, a little baking soda water can really calm that upset stomach and let you enjoy your dinner more. A related issue is just general indigestion or an upset stomach. Sometimes our stomach just feels heavy or uncomfortable after eating, even if it's not full-fledged heartburn. Guess what? The same baking soda mixture can help here too. If you feel overly full or nauseated, drink the soda water slowly. It often settles the churn and can reduce gas or bloating. Think of it as a peace treaty for your stomach. We always say, use a small dose. Again, about 1/4 teaspoon in a glass of water is plenty. This is a gentle way to help your stomach without jumping straight to pills. Just keep in mind it's not a cure for chronic problems. If you have frequent digestive upset, definitely talk to your doctor or nutritionist. But for those occasional 2 full days, this old kitchen trick can do the trick. Now, let's move from your stomach to your mouth. Taking care of oral health is important at any age, and baking soda can help here too. It makes a very gentle, natural mouthwash. Baking soda has mild antibacterial properties and can neutralize odors and acids in your mouth. If your breath feels a bit stale or you want a quick refresh, just mix about half a teaspoon of baking soda in half a cup of warm water and swish it around your mouth like a mouthwash. Swish for about 30 seconds or so, then spit it out. This can freshen your breath and even help keep germs in check. It also raises the pH in your mouth to a more neutral level, which is an environment that's less friendly to harmful bacteria. While we're talking about brushing and oral care, let's mention teeth whitening. Baking soda is a time-honored home remedy for brightening teeth. Its tiny crystals act as a mild abrasive that can scrub away surface stains from things like coffee or tea. To use it, simply dip a wet toothbrush into some baking soda or sprinkle a bit on your toothpaste and brush as usual for about a minute. You don't need to scrub hard. Just gentle brushing with baking soda can help remove stains. Studies have even shown that toothpaste containing baking soda can be better at removing plaque and whitening teeth than a toothpaste without it. So if you're brushing away your morning coffee stain, give baking soda a try. It's safe and effective if you don't overdo it. Another soothing trick for the mouth: if you ever get a canker sore, those little painful ulcers in your cheek or lip, baking soda can help calm the pain. Canker sores are acidic on the surface and sting like crazy. Some research suggests that rinsing with baking soda water can neutralize the acids around the sore and soothe it. You can use that same mouthwash we talked about. Just make sure to swish it gently around the sore area. people often feel that it really takes the edge off the pain. Use it once or twice a day until it heals. Just remember, don't swallow the rinse. Now let's switch to the skin and body. Did you know baking soda can act as a deodorant? We usually reach for store-bought deodorant or antiperspirant, but baking soda under the arms is a natural alternative. Body odor happens when bacteria break down sweat on our skin, producing those smelly compounds. Baking soda, being alkaline, neutralizes those acids and controls odor. To try this, make sure your underarms are clean and dry. Then take a small pinch of baking soda, rub it between your fingers, and gently pat it under each arm. Just a light dusting goes a long way. You'll find that it cuts down on odor significantly. Start with a very small amount though. The first time you try it, see how your skin reacts. For most people it's fine, but if you notice any irritation, you can mix a little with cornstarch or a few drops of water to make it gentler. Speaking of skin, baking soda is also wonderful in the bath if you have any itchiness, rashes, or really dry skin. If you ever come in from outside with mosquito bites, poison ivy rash, or if your skin just feels irritated after a swim, add baking soda to your bath. Try adding about a cup, around 220 grams, of baking soda to a bathtub of lukewarm water. Swish it around to dissolve, then soak for 15 to 20 minutes. The alkaline bathwater can really soothe itchy or irritated skin. People with eczema or psoriasis also report relief from baking soda baths because it eases the itch and inflammation. It's a simple and relaxing soak that can calm sunburns or even just worn-out skin. After the soak, gently pat your skin dry, and maybe apply a moisturizer to lock in the relief. If you don't need a whole bath, you can use baking soda as a spot treatment for bug bites or stings. Make a little paste by mixing 3 parts baking soda with 1 part water. Dab this paste onto mosquito bites, bee stings, or any small itchy patch. Leave it on for a few minutes, then rinse off. This can really take the itch out of a bite because it neutralizes the irritating substances. Let's not forget our hard-working feet. Our feet can get tired, smelly, or prone to fungal issues like athlete's foot. A baking soda foot soak can be both relaxing and helpful. Fill a basin or foot tub with warm water and add about half a cup of baking soda. Soak your feet for 15 to 20 minutes. The baking soda helps relax tired muscles, softens the skin, and neutralizes odors. It even creates an environment that's less friendly to fungi. After the soak, dry your feet thoroughly, especially between the toes, and you may follow up with a moisturizer. Many people find that regular baking soda soaks help keep feet feeling fresh and can ease any mild athlete's foot itching. If you wear dentures or other dental appliances, baking soda is helpful there too. Dentures can accumulate stains and bacteria just like natural teeth. To clean them naturally, dissolve about 1 to 2 tablespoons of baking soda in a cup of warm water and soak your dentures for 15 to 20 minutes. Then, gently brush them with a soft brush. The baking soda acts as a gentle cleaner, removing plaque and neutralizing odor. You can also make a paste with just a little baking soda and water and brush the dentures, then rinse well. One more quick mouth tip. If you ever wake up with a scratchy or sore throat, give a baking soda gargle a try. It's similar to saltwater gargling that doctors recommend. Mix about a quarter teaspoon of baking soda. You can add a pinch of salt too if you like. In a cup of warm water. Take a sip, lean your head back, and gargle it at the back of your throat for a few seconds before spitting it out. Baking soda helps break up mucus and neutralize acids, which can relieve that raw feeling. All right, I know that was a lot of uses. Just to recap, we've covered relieving heartburn, settling an upset stomach, freshening your mouth and whitening teeth, soothing canker sores, even acting as a natural deodorant under your arms, calming itchy skin with a bath or paste, relaxing your feet in a soak, cleaning dentures, and soothing sore throats. Those are 9 common ways to use baking soda around the house and on the body. Now, Beyond these home remedies, let's consider some common health conditions older adults face and where baking soda might fit in. First, acid reflux, or GERD. We already talked about heartburn, but to be clear, gastroesophageal reflux disease is common as we age. Baking soda water can neutralize stomach acid and give quick relief when reflux flares up. In fact, clinical studies have shown that alkaline drinks reduce acid reflux symptoms temporarily. So, if you have occasional reflux, a little baking soda in water can feel almost as effective as an antacid pill. Another condition is osteoporosis or bone health. Our bones serve as a mineral reservoir and buffer acids in the body. When the body is too acidic, some calcium can leach from bones to neutralize it. Interestingly, research has found that if older adults take small bicarbonate supplements, like baking soda, they tend to lose less calcium in their urine. In other words, baking soda could help your bones hold on to calcium a bit more by keeping the body's pH slightly more alkaline. Kidney disease is another topic where pH balance matters. Healthy kidneys remove excess acid. In chronic kidney disease, people often become mildly acidotic, which can worsen bone and muscle health. Some studies suggest that taking baking soda supplements can slow CKD progression by correcting the acidosis. Doctors sometimes actually prescribe bicarbonate for CKD patients. It's not something to do on your own without monitoring, but it shows that baking soda's alkalinity can be part of kidney care under medical advice. A practical concern is blood pressure. Since baking soda contains sodium, could it raise your blood pressure? The good news is that in small doses used medically, it doesn't seem to spike blood pressure badly. Some trials in older adults found no significant increase in systolic blood pressure with moderate baking soda doses. Still, if you have hypertension or are on a salt-restricted diet, you should be cautious. Keep the internal use of baking soda small, like we said, a quarter teaspoon occasionally, so you don't add much sodium. What about inflammatory conditions like gout or arthritis? Some people use baking soda during gout flares. The idea is that gout crystals come from uric acid, and alkalizing might help dissolve them. The evidence isn't very strong. One study showed no change in uric acid with baking soda. If you try it, go very low and slow. For arthritis pain or inflammation, there's some interesting lab research suggesting baking soda could change immune cell behavior and reduce inflammation. But it's not proven as a home remedy yet. If you have painful arthritis, keep following your medical advice. You might notice a subtle improvement from an occasional baking soda drink, but don't count on it as a treatment. Let's mention a few things baking soda won't do. It's not a weight loss solution, no matter what some internet claims might say. It won't melt fat. It's also not a fix for stubborn constipation. There are no reliable studies showing it helps a constipated gut, so it's better to stick to fiber and other remedies for that. And very importantly, don't try to treat serious infections at home with baking soda alone. Now, before we wrap up, let's go over some practical usage tips to keep everything safe and effective. First tip: measure carefully. A small amount goes a long way. For drinking or gargling, we mentioned about a quarter to half teaspoon in a glass of water. Don't go overboard. More baking soda can cause nausea, headaches, and even changes in electrolytes. A little is all you need. Second tip: mix well. Always stir your baking soda into water until it's completely dissolved. Undissolved grains can scratch your throat or mouth. If you see any powder remaining, just stir more or take smaller sips to let it dissolve in your throat. Third tip: watch your total sodium. Baking soda is pure sodium bicarbonate. For example, half a teaspoon has about 600 milligrams of sodium. If you drink a baking soda remedy, consider cutting back on salt in your other foods that day. Outside the body, this isn't a concern. It only matters if you swallow it. Fourth tip: hydrate with plain water too. Baking soda is for occasional relief, but always drink plenty of water afterwards to help flush your system. Fifth tip. Storage. Keep the box of baking soda sealed and dry. It's great stored in the bathroom for deodorant use and in the kitchen for remedies. But once it absorbs moisture or odors, it becomes less effective. So a cool, dry cupboard is ideal. Sixth tip. Use pure baking soda, sodium bicarbonate. Don't confuse it with baking powder or cleaning blends. Brands like Arm & Hammer are fine. You can even check that it's still active by seeing if a spoonful fizzes a lot in some vinegar. If it doesn't, it's time for a new box. Seventh tip. Test on skin. Baking soda is gentle on most skin, but if you have sensitive skin or are trying it on a rash for the first time, do a small patch test on your arm. If you notice redness or burning, rinse it off and skip it. Eighth tip. After using a baking soda paste or bath, rinse away any residue as needed. After a mouth rinse, spit and maybe swish with plain water. After a bath, pat your skin dry and apply lotion to prevent dryness. This ensures you don't have leftover residue irritating you. Ninth tip. Timing. There's no strict schedule for these remedies, so use them when they feel helpful. For example, do a baking soda mouth rinse after a meal if you want fresher breath, or take a foot soak after dinner when you're relaxing. Just keep these tips on hand for those just-in-case moments. Now, just to put it all together in a quick recap. If heartburn strikes, drink that small baking soda solution. After a meal, do a baking soda mouth rinse to clear your breath. Got a canker sore? Baking soda mouthwash. Feeling sweaty? Dab on some underarm baking soda. Got an itch or sting? Try a baking soda bath or paste. Achy, smelly feet? Try a foot soak. Need to freshen dentures? Soak and brush with baking soda water. Scratchy throat? Gargle with baking soda. All of these are gentle, evidence-based uses or traditional remedies that many people find helpful. Oh, and before I forget, if you listen to this and think, I wonder where I can get pure baking soda now that mine's empty, we've got you covered. Check the video description. We've put a link there to a trusted baking soda product. It's the same thing you get at the store, just in convenient packets. Having it on hand means you can try these tips anytime something comes up. Thanks so much for sitting with me and learning about baking soda's health uses. I hope these tips make some everyday niggles a little more bearable. Remember, these are no exaggerated cures, just simple, helpful solutions we can rely on at home. Stay healthy, stay curious, and have a wonderful day. Take care of yourself, friends.